Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger. I was reviewing the video from last time, and I made a couple of mistakes. For one, I think I tested falling in a hole in front of the Dark Idol, and the way the Dark Idol works, so far as I know, is going down the stairs in front of the Dark Idol. So I still need to test that. And then also, I was speculating about why the Locust Idols were resurrecting me, and I thought it might have something to do with shards or brands or different things. It might just be if I have HP, because I don't think prior to the previous episode I'd ever fallen in a hole while I had HP. So I need to test both of those things today. And so I'm not certain how soon it will be before I will see another Dark Idol. Oh, look, there's one. How convenient. Can I get stairs in front of that Dark Idol, is my next question. There's an annoying monster here who's going to make my life difficult. And I don't have any Locust Idols right now, and if I die, then I think I will just die. Also, I think the floor that we landed on was the floor right after the Wither Tree cutscene, a previous one. And so my speculation is that if you have an infinite number of Locust Idols, like it spends all of them and brings you to the next post-memory tree floor. Those are words that I just spoke. Yeah. Okay. This Deuterino, how am I going to deal with him? If I wanted to get stairs below the Dark Idol, there's probably an easier floor to do it on. So let's just try to find an easier floor to do it on. And now I would not mind having another one of these in my back pocket. So let's grab that. You acquired a Locust Idol. Alright, maybe it'll come in handy. I wonder if they give you the whole text when you have 0 and are going to 1. Because I don't feel like that text played every time otherwise. I would like to pick up that shard, and I think it's gettable. I can lure this guy out over here. And then I can lure him out over here. And then I can lure him out over here, and then I have time to go pick this up. Oh, but I still have a thingy on my thingy. In which case I should lure this guy over here. How am I gonna leave this guy trapped in a corner somewhere while I go get that, though? I figured it out. I will do this. And I'll leave him trapped up in this corner. There you go. You stay there. You go there. Now I can pick this up, except for I left my thingy behind again. Gosh darn it. How do I want to lure you out? You go here. And then here. Now I can put this down. You go here, that's fine. I can leave you there. That's a safe place for you. There we go, and then I can pick up this thing. Great. Now you come back over here, you go wherever you're going, and I'm going to the exit. Alright. And I am sharderific and shardtastic. And I'm trying to get to a Dark Idol in order to test something. Okay, let's not lose sight of our goals. There's a thingy to pick up over there. I don't need every thingy in the world. Let's just try to find the Dark Idol to test. So if I want you to stand on this thingy, I can't really move things around. Right, I remember this one. So I just need you to, like, come stand here. And then, sure, move down for a second. I'll put this back. Then come stand here. Now you're standing in the correct spot. Except for you're not going to be, unless I do this. There we go. Okay, well, let me try to find a screen with a dark idol, and we'll figure it all out from there. Alright, I'm almost in good shape, but I've created a little bit of a problem for myself. Let me see if I can fix it. We got some dudes who are in the way of the science that I want to conduct. You can just move over there for a second. And now you... I need to trap in the bottom. But I need the other guy over there to do that safely. So you can come down here. And then I want to trap you there. Actually, if I do this, I think I'm good. Because now I can do this. Yeah. Okay, so we can test our thing. I have HP, I have shards, I have locusts. If I stand in front of the dark idol in the stairs, what happens? And the answer is, only a simple memory will remain. Oh, I forgot to check my memories again. I don't know if I've ever checked them when I had shards or something. And so it seems like this does just like reset everything. So this is definitely information. So it seems like I've had a few different variables. Like, it's hard to know exactly what the constraints are in terms of how this game might do its logic. But for right now, I'll work under the assumption that every time you go down the stairs directly in front of the dark idol, this happens, which is it brings you right back to the beginning of the game. So I guess for the moment we'll work under that assumption. Also, there's like a thing here. I wonder if there's a way to go back and like pick this up. But I don't have the whatchamadoodle yet. Also, I did not get a chance to reinscribe my brand. So that only happens... Oh. So this resets you to floor 1, but does not change your brand, and presumably does not respawn the NPCs that you may have killed along the way. And so it seems like death and choosing not to continue maybe is the only way to truly reset everything. One can only speculate. It is difficult to test these hypotheses without spending much time, and so you just kind of have to reason about what might be reasonable within the game space, so far as I can tell. Alright, but the next thing I want to test is to not pick up any shards, to pick up a locust, and then take a death while I still have HP. Surely I would have done this at the start of the game, right? I guess let's find out. The locust does save me. Right, I guess at the very start of the game, I died, like, maybe on purpose, just, like, testing things out on floor 2, and immediately went void, and so maybe I never tested having a locust and falling in a hole. Okay, so that's another hypothesis confirmed, basically. So that means we still, as far as I can recall, we still have no reasoning, no logic, no understanding about what the little shard thingies that I pick up might be, or might be for. They don't seem to show up other than as like a temporary little crystal icon thingy in the lower left-hand corner of the heads-up display. And they don't seem to serve any purpose that I can tell. Okay. We got information. I said that one of the things I wanted to do was check out memories, so where is the key to do that? Here. That's the wrong key, though. I have to press this. Oh, 2 crystals, 4 crystals, 6 crystals, 8 crystals, 12 crystals. I see. If I get enough crystals, I unlock some memories here that I can witness, it seems like. Okay, well that gives me a nice... Oh, and it says 9 crystals in the upper left. Is that like all the crystals I've ever obtained? Or something, maybe? In any case, it says 2. Let me just play long enough. Hold on, spend 2 crystals? Hold on, if I can interact. If I spend 2 crystals here, it's a cost. So if I spend, I'm going to hold down the interact button. So there is a memory of Lady Grey and a very young princess, one presumes. And that's it? So it's just like little picture puzzles or something? Okay. And I guess these are like... I'm not sure how I'm accumulating these crystals. Alright. Another picture of her as a young one. And then it would cost me 6, 8, 12, 16, 24. So a lot to unlock the rest. So this might just be like bonus achievements that don't have interactive gameplay, but I definitely would not put it past one of these as like having the picture of an important brand in it or something. And so now I have a more explicit motivation, and I just answered my question like I had no idea what the shards are for. Now I know what the shards are for. They're for unlocking the memories. So now I'm actually motivated to pick them up. What an interesting game structure. Alright. So now having done that, basically I'm struggling to figure out what it is that I should be doing on camera versus off camera. So let me figure it out and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I'm back here and there is no shard on floor 10. Maybe after I have collected it, it is collected permanently for all time. Although, is permanently for all time... Does that count? What if I reset everything? I think I kind of need to know this information. So would that reset all the memories? Let's find that out too. While we're not too deep into the game, like this is the right time to take a risk of losing all our progress because we don't have all that much progress yet. Plus I've already witnessed with my eyeballs, the pictures of the first 2 memories, so I can start spending on like memories 3 through 7 now. Let's fall in a hole and not eat a piece of fruit and give up or whatever. Alright. Hey, little bat dude. Hello! Is this your first time here? Nope. Didn't recognize you. Tell me, do you still wish to continue? I wish to give up. Alright, and he's going to say the usual stuff, and the game's going to end, and I'll be back. Okay, another thing that I wanted to do is to just engrave a full-size brand, because I think that means I'll be able to see the entire picture that appears on the screen. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just fill in all the pixels. And then I think we'll get a good look at whatever this picture is. Oh, interesting. All right. Not sure exactly what to make of that. I'm not sure if it's like a girl lying on the ground or falling from a great height. I didn't get a good look since it was only on screen for like a second. Also, can I skip the cutscene? Yes. Let's skip the cutscene. Alright, I re-get the achievement. So, on floor 10... Well, I can immediately go and look at the memories, probably. So, if I go to memories... No, it kept all of my shard progress here. And it says I have... it just says I have 3 more to spend, which is what I had before. Okay. Alright. And so I'll meet you on, I think floor 10 is the first place. that we encounter a shard, or was it on floor 4? Or was floor 4 the one with the first locust idol? I really like this noise. Something is wrong. That's a good dramatic cutscene right at the start of the game. And then all of a sudden you're stuck on the grid. I like that a lot. Alright, I don't remember if it was floor 4 or floor 10. Alright, so there's my first locust idol, which has all of that 3 lines of text explaining itself. And okay, it must have been on floor 10, but I'm just curious now on floor 4. If I get another locust idol, it does not have any text at all. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's only when you go from 0 to 1 locust idols that it gives you all that extra text. Alright, I'll see you on floor 10, and we'll discover if I can pick up a shard again, or if it's gone forever and I can only go and find new ones. Okay, there's not a shard here on floor 10, so I'm thinking that the shards are permanently acquirable thingies, and I just have to obtain each once on a screen. The fact that there appear to be one where I originally fall in the hole suggests to me that at the end of the game, in order to obtain the last shard, somehow I'll be able to fall in the hole again while I already have the rod and I'm on the grid and I can like pick up that last shard. Maybe. Maybe. And I am tempted to wait until I collect 24 shards and unlock the last memory and like kind of do them out of order and try to get like sequence breaking the memory recall stuff. But yeah, that stuff I'll figure out on my own. In any case, this gives me a very nice, I think, achievable short-term goal, which is to acquire as many shards as I can. I think the shards only appear while you have HP. I did not use the Infinity brand. So am I good enough to not die? I guess I could find out. So yeah, I think I'll play on my own through a bunch of levels you've already seen me do. And yeah, bring you back if something interesting happens, or otherwise if I can start collecting shards again, which will be new challenges on screens I have previously solved but not done the solution to get the shard for, so that'll be interesting to watch. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I made it down to the first level that still has a shard on it, basement 33. And just to make sure that we completely understand everything, it says I currently have 3 credits in the upper left. And so, if I collect this, does that go up to 4? I presume yes. In order to collect it, that will take some doing. And I do have a finite number of lives, so I do need to do some planning here as well. I'm fairly certain I see a straightforward way to get there. So let's just try to do it. And I can also pick up the, what do you call, while I'm in the midst of doing so. Locust idol. So if I do this, then I should be able to do this. Da-la-la-la! And I can still put it back down. So when I pick up a shard, it doesn't like cost me the square or anything. Okay, and then final bit of our science. It still says 3. Maybe I need to get to the exit, because when I get to the exit, there's an animation. So now if I get to the exit with a shard, it does the thing. And then if I go and check my memories... Oops. And press the right button to actually activate the menu, then it says 4. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Let's not bother getting that locust idol. I don't think I need all of them, so I'm not sure why I would collect all of them. So I'm just going after the easy ones, and not worrying about the rest. And so over here... how easy or difficult is that? Doesn't seem like it's too difficult, so I'm gonna grab it. And I could put this back. Will that help me? I think it might. Because I can do this now, yeah. And then just turn this into completely solid ground that I can manipulate as I will. Which seems to be a good strategy when there's glass and you feel like you might need to retrace your steps. But in any case, that totally got me there. Alright. There's something glowing underneath upper left guy, which I think must be the shard. So I need to plan to get that shard. So let's not bother going after the locust idol. In order to get that shard, I'm going to need... Ooh. How am I going to do that? I probably need to carry a piece of glass with me. I'm not even sure if I can get my hands on a piece of glass. Alright, let's work under the assumption that there is a shard underneath upper left guy that we want to get. I will need to be able to go north-south from the stairs exit area, which means I need to pick up some movable bits of flooring. I see one piece of flooring I can get. No I don't. I was going to say I can go up and pick this one up, but then I will be trapped. So I've already missed an opportunity. So I'll probably be spending one of my locust idols on the screen. That's fine. We're learning. Suppose I did have something in my inventory right now that I could spend. It is a shard up there. Alright, so that's verified. Okay. So I spend one locust idol. So here's what I see that I could have done. I could have picked up a piece of glass. So with this piece of glass, then what? Then what indeed? That's not a lot to work with, but let's imagine that it's going to help me somehow. I think probably still not enough. It enables me to do this, at least. So now I can walk back and forth. And possibly gain access to a bunch of other stuff. For example, here's the locust idol. I might have done that solution before. I don't particularly remember one way or the other. And then over here, I'll be able to pick up a piece over here. So here's access to another bit of flooring that I didn't previously have access to. And furthermore, that enables me to go over here and grab this one. And I've got some temporary pieces of glass that I have access to, so yeah, I can probably get to this shard now. It's going to require replacing the stairs, I think, though. Okay, that's going to be non-trivial. So while we have access to the glass, I think we should pick it up and move it to a more convenient location, because I might need all of it. And so I'm just saying here is more convenient because I plan to spend most of my time up on the top row. And this being the top row, which is not really the top, but give me a break. So, if I wanted to pick up the stairs and pick up the shard, picking up the shard, still not sure exactly how I'm going to do. Actually, I need to... Okay. Okay, let's leave that there for now. Things are swirling in my brain, and I think I see it now. Which is... if I move some solid floor up to this row, I should be in good shape. And I think I have enough solid floor that I don't need to worry about much else. I'm not sure why I just put that there. Let's put it down here. Yeah, because now I can have solid floor on both this row and this row. And that seems fine. So I'm not sure I need any of those extra pieces of glass. So my plan is just to bring all this floor to the left. Like so. And then I think I will be able to accomplish all of my mini goals. And so I can afford to simply break this and then reestablish it so that I can pick this thing up and go down here. Great. Okay. There's a locust idol there that looks like it's going to be a pain in the neck to get, so I'm just going to leave it behind. I've already screwed this up, maybe. I was not thinking about the snake's movement very carefully. I think I can still deal with it, because I can trap you over there. And then replace all of this with good flooring. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. But pay more attention. Okay, I'll try to meet you on the next floor that has another shard. Oh, look at this sneaky setup. There's a glowing thing underneath the smirking statue. There's got to be a shard there. Okay, tricky, tricky trickster. And early on I was saying it seemed like a lot of the puzzles were easy or had multiple solutions, and so this is the reason. There's another puzzle on the level that wasn't visible the first game playthrough, because the shards were not visible. Now that I can see where the shards are, it opens up a whole new, here's a new challenge for you on the same level geometry. So how am I going to get to that? Being especially careful not to accidentally fall into the hole in front of the smirking shard. Or the smirking statue. Alright. What is my plan? Alright, I feel like if I trap the larva down in the bottom section, then I should be able to do this pretty straightforwardly, so let's just focus on that at the start and not think too hard about the rest. So I'm just going to take a bunch of tempo moves here until I'm one behind him, and then I'm going to trap him down here. That also gives me the advantage of picking up another piece of flooring or whatever. So now I have plenty of flooring available to me. And so I think I want to use said flooring to make this an extremely solid bit of floor over here. And then I think I have enough already that I can simply push the statue off. There's the shard I want. Walking on it does nothing. But now I can pick it up. Great. And now I can just get to the exit because we've only solved half the puzzle. Oh, can I now just get to the exit? Ooh. I think I see a way to get to the exit. It involves being clever. Which way is better to go? I think I need to do something very clever here. I might be being overly clever, but I think I actually might need to do this. Because I feel like I need 2 solid floor tiles to start building across. And so now I have my 2 solid floor tiles, and so now I feel safe getting back across this way. So there might have been a simpler solution to that, but that is the one that I saw, and it totally works. And so we are going to bank ourselves another shard. Go me. I'm the greatest. Alright, and then we just need to be careful not to have Monster Mouth see us for too long. Over here. Yeah, I guess I will see you on the next floor that has... Ooh, did I kill myself? I think I did by being a dummy. There are many things I could have done differently there. And now I cannot. Alright, so spent the locust idol. It's fine. There we go. That was a much smarter way to deal with things. Can I get a locust idol back? I sure can. So let's go get it back, and then we'll feel a little bit better about ourselves. So yeah, I don't think it's important for me to capture every tiny little bit of puzzle solving that I'm doing here. So I'll see you when there's another shard. Oh, interesting. There was an NPC on this screen in the bottom right who was wanting to eat all of my locusts in order to give me a hint about how to advance through the basements or something. He's not there anymore. So there was one NPC that I saw that did respawn. This one apparently did not, but maybe it's because I've already used a smirking statue. In any case, there's something glowing underneath the rock. So presumably that's the shard. And I need to pick it up and get to the exit in the same life. So that's what's going to make this difficult. And so I need to push the rock from the north, which I think I know how to do, and I think I've done it before, and so, yeah. Oh, the other rock has something glowing underneath it as well. I just noticed this. Okay. Temporary change of plans. I was building out to the rightmost rock. But now I realize a reason that I also want to get rid of this one. Oh. Oh no, it sparkles because there's glass underneath it, not because there's a shard underneath it. It's just telling me that there's glass there, isn't it? So I don't need to do all of this. Yeah. It's just telling me that if I push it, it's going to crumble. Anytime something's standing on glass, it has that same kind of sparkle. Is that the exact same sparkle as the shards use? I am uncertain. There is a sparkle. Okay. Yeah, the shards, I think, probably can't appear underneath rocks or something, maybe. Although, underneath him, he's glowing because he's standing on glass. So everything's on glass. So the puzzle is, how do I not die to him and also pick up the thing? And also, in order to kill him, I just placed something with my wand, and so now it's going to be hard to pick this thing up. Unless I place again like that. Aha! Take that, video game. Okay, that made that level more interesting. I like it. Great. In order to do this, it seems like I can just pick this up and place here, and yeah, that's probably the same solution as before. Okay, once again. Oh, there's a shard. I was going to say, until there's a shard. I don't need to show every level on camera, but I just found a shard, so I want to be able to pick it up. But I also need to not die to this guy. An obvious way to not die to this guy is that. But now, is it possible for me to pick up said shard? And I believe the answer is no. This would get me to the exit, but not get me the shard, and simply walking over it doesn't help. And it broke there? Okay, it does come back. Great. So it seems like I need to walk... Oh, so if I need to walk north, I need to get him to go to the right? How is that going to happen? Yeah, I cannot pick up the shard from left to right. I have to pick it up from the south. He's currently standing on a spot to the south. And if he vacates more spots to the south, that's even more trouble for me. Actually, it might not be. I see something. Tell me what happens. Oops, I made a mistake. Yeah, alright. I just have to take another death. Hopefully I won't spend all my Lucas titles. How am I going to pick up my first piece of glass? I want him to walk all the way to the south. And then I'm going to replace 2 glass tiles. I can't replace 2 glass tiles. Is there any way I can lure him to the right? I could stand to the right of him. However, I would then be trapped in the upper right-hand corner, and he'd be just to the left of me. And I think that's the only possibility. So he's definitely going to move south. After he moves south once, the space he's on is going to fall. And at some point in the future, he will move again, and the Spacey Sun is going to fall. Which means both of the places directly to the south of the shard will be empty. I will need to fill them both with glass. One of them I can replace from the south. One of them I can replace coming from the east. And so that's how I'm going to replace the 2 bits of glass. And so the question is, how do I do all that? And furthermore, in order to replace it from the... I can't replace it from the south, I don't think. Do I have to replace both from the east? But that's impossible. And therefore, the puzzle's impossible. It feels like this is kind of the only reasonable first move. And this is the only reasonable second one. And this is the only reasonable third one. Okay, he's now out of the way. Now I need to somehow engineer a way to pick up multiple pieces of glass and repair some whatnots. This is the first place that I could pick up a piece of glass and still have a legal move. However, there's not enough flooring left for me to ever replace the one directly to the south of the whatchamadoodle. So there must be something I'm not seeing. Let's look again. What am I not thinking of? Suppose I went to the upper right first. He'd be next to me and I'd have no way to escape. Suppose I don't wake him up at the start. Oh, suppose I don't wake him up at a start. Open the hole directly to the south of him. Well, then I have nowhere to go. Okay, tricky puzzle game. You just got super tricky. It's also possible that this is a red herring and this shard is impossible to get. That would be a mean trick. But this game has been full of tricks, and so that's not outside of the realm of possibility completely. I don't think there's anything I can do here. I'm going to skip this shard for now, because I don't see a way to do it. And I will make in my notes that Basement 47 has a shard that we did not collect. And so if we end up one shard short at the end of the game, that's one to come back to. Alright. And so I guess I presume that there is a piece of glass and not a shard underneath that particular rock. But let's just go and verify that. And I see no reason I can't just do this. It was a piece of glass. Great. And everything is fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, we made some progress. We figured out what the memories are. We untangled a few different bits that I think I was confused about before in terms of what their meanings are, in terms of their interaction with the game. And I have at least one particular goal in mind now, which is to collect more shards and unlock more memories. There's still a few other hypotheses I wish to test regarding brands and possibly some other things, but we can do that in a future episode. I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Void Stranger. For now, bye-bye.